Okay, hello. I see a lot of familiar faces. For those who don't quite know me, I'm from Assurity. I'm based out of Wellington, and this happens to be my first computer. We are looking at DevOps tools, and there are lots of tools in the market. Zebia Labs came out with a big list of 120 tools. It makes me quite depressed to see all these tools and the fact that I know just half of them. So we talk about how to choose a tool. When we talk about DevOps tools, it's a very strange term. But we all know what we mean by a DevOps tool. It's one of the tools which we all talked about over the last 2 days. And over the slides, we talk about how to choose some of these tools. The right tool, of course, the first and foremost purpose, which all of us appreciate, is it should do the job. And it's not a tool which we buy or use just for appearing cool and so on. And that is something which a lot of us do. And of course, the right tool is also facilitating that ground up approach to DevOps. Of course, the wrong tool does all the wrong things. It causes a lot of depression, drugs, you name it, and it's all there. When we talk about the right tool, the most important thing is, as I said, addresses the job. And that is very crucial. And a lot of us have talked about it in our open spaces today and over yesterday as well. And I'm repeating again, it's not about to be cool. It's more important that it does the job. Budget, are we looking at a small project with 2 servers, or are we looking at 100 servers, 1,000 servers? Are we looking at licenses per agent license, or are we looking at an enterprise license? So think about some of those considerations when you try and understand which tool you want to go for. There are also, we talked about scale, there's also the budget allocated. How much is the budget allocated to me or to my project for doing this particular activity? How long does it take for me or the team to learn it? Do I need to learn a new programming language to adopt this tool? Is it like a click and install which can do the job? A lot of the questions which I posted in the open spaces talked about the click and install. Like, is it something which I can install and get going quickly? Community support, often missed out. Do I have to depend upon the professional services of a tool, or can I get some support doing a Google search? How much support is there on Stack Overflow? More importantly, how many tool engineers who are actually making that tool are there on Stack Overflow and who are actually responding to questions? Are they actually giving proper feedback? Can I provide feedback to them? Right? Are they actually incorporating that feedback as part of their next product release? APIs, we don't want a tool to have its own proprietary sort of data which you can't touch. You want a tool which can integrate with other tools. Right? So that is something which we need to keep in mind all the time as well. Enterprise, a very often debated topic. There is dev, there is test, there is security. You don't want to use a tool, and I've been guilty of it in the past. You don't want to use a tool which you start using and 2 months down the line someone says security won't approve it, do whatever you can. It's like waste of time, causes depression, causes drugs. I don't do that. But then that is something which you need to be aware of as well. Are they conflicting with existing tools? Does it step over AppDynamics or APM tools and so on, whatever tools you use? It should be configurable. It should be like in version control, the configs of this particular tool. You don't want a tool which has ready-made configs which only a person can change. You need to know who changes what when. Central tooling team, a very debated topic. We talked about it here and there as well. A central team allows some things. It allows you to standardize. It allows you to educate other teams on how to use the right tool. It also helps in evaluation, doing a detailed evaluation into how a tool could actually help. On the other hand, it has some drawbacks as well. The drawbacks could be like, I believe at times it stops innovation. So you don't want a central team to be a bottleneck for all good ideas to come in. The crucial thing is that if you have a central team, it should have the right folks. What's the definition of right is something which we could debate on. But then it's absolutely crucial you have the right folks in the central tooling team. Lastly, DevOps is not equal to tools. Tools is not equal to DevOps. Just because I'm using cool tools does not make me a DevOps team. And the vice versa applies as well. So a lot of good speakers out here talked about collaboration, automation, culture, and all those, and the tools facilitate it. So it's very important that we choose a tool which actually lives up to the pillars of DevOps and to the aspects of DevOps which you really care about. And that's it.
Fantastic.